Good evening. Welcome to the Cross Family Podcast. I am Claire Cross and I'm joined this evening by my co-host, Jacques Cross, my lovely husband. That was Hey Babe in
Jacques.
New Zealand. Into their Māori.
So this episode is about how we met.
Yeah.
We're calling it How I Met Your Mother. Claire is leading it.
I am leading
and she's
today's
making
podcast.
it up as she goes.
Well,
by the looks of
we
it.
did plan it.
Yeah.
We did plan it.
Yeah.
How was your week this week?
Yeah, well,
You on the road?
yeah, it was alright. Same old same.
So you went Brisbane, Sydney,
Melbourne, and road train back.
Road train up
Yeah.
the guts and then back and then change over.
Yeah, change over
Home.
Thursday night.
We went to the beach on Thursday.
Yeah, I had
in
a
the
long...
middle of Jacques had a big break Thursday.
Yeah, I had a long layover between getting back with that road train from Melbourne
And we took
and
the kids
doing the changeover.
up to the sunny coast and bought our podcasting gear off Marketplace.
Yeah.
If you know me, you understand how much of like my personality that really is. If you could purchase anything off Marketplace, I have done it.
So we went and got all this podcast gear.
Yeah.
And then we went to Coolum Beach.
We went to Coolum.
I went back to work and done my last run.
It was great, hey, and like
It was probably one of the best days we've had.
Yeah, it was so lovely. And those of you don't know,
Yeah.
lots of people don't know this, but Hugh has a speech delay. He's really catching up really quickly now that we know what the problem was.
Yeah.
And yeah, just talking to him about his day at the beach and how he's speaking really well about beach and like memory recall was really great, hey.
Yeah, it was. And that was a good day. It was probably one of the best days we've had as a little family.
Yeah.
Because he's finally old enough to go out and understand stuff like that.
Yeah, and like don't go too far. You will literally not come back.
Yeah, that's right. And like it was his first real time playing in the waves.
Yeah.
Because we don't go to the beach often.
No.
And like I had to work him into it a little bit while Claire was up with baby underneath the umbrella.
Yeah.
And
getting her ready.
He ended up loving it.
He loved it so much.
Yeah. But this is the thing about Huey is Huey will
always,
damn near drown himself every time he goes for a swim because he's such a dude's dude.
Yeah.
Like he's such a little dude.
Which is funny because like,
so
I feel
reckless.
like he's also really cautious as well.
He is,
like, oh, I don't know if I want to try that yet. I'm really cautious of like...
He's cautious and then...
Of that. And then he's like, oh, actually, this is
and
a
then
very
he gets
fun
comfortable
thing.
and then he's just a reckless little bloody turd.
Yeah. He's a little rhino, I call him.
But he probably almost drowned like 3 times.
Oh, gosh.
With a life jacket on too.
Well, the waves were knocking him over.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good day. But
it was nice, wasn't it?
It was your birthday, 3 days ago? 4 days ago?
Wednesday,
and Claire, today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday night, and we've just released the first episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
But Claire went out today with one of her mates, Hannah.
Yeah, I did.
For a day out. That
Jacques
was like your birthday present.
Yeah, it kind of was. Jacques said to me, what do you want for your birthday? Do you want a day off? And I said, yes, very quickly.
Yeah. So so I cashed her up and then she took off for the day. Yeah.
Got a couple $100 bucks. And we went op shopping. Lame. But like if anyone knows what it's like to go to an op shop with a toddler, it's literally cooked. Like
it's a bit trendy to go to op shops these days though.
Yeah, it is. Lots of people resell. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like how I got that dress that doesn't fit me, I'll just put it on Marketplace and maybe it will sell, maybe it won't.
Yep.
But yeah, people do that and make like lots of money.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to the shops and then find like Oshkosh or like kids designer stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, that's good.
We went to lunch.
Yeah.
Had a little cheese plate, a little cheeky mug.
And then came home. And
then
the kids, because they're never
went
apart
feral.
from their mother. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, they woke
Welcome
up.
home, Mum.
Both of them woke up and just were crying their hearts out.
Yeah.
When Claire got home. The baby, Olive, was crying as soon as she woke up. But Huey was
she missed me.
We actually had to put him in timeout quite a few times because he just wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, I feel quite bad about that. After we realised that he probably just missed me, I feel bad about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
But it got annoying. We're very easily annoyed people.
Yeah, it's all about emotional regulation. We need to work on that as a couple.
No.
I need to read a book about it.
But that was about... So what are we doing? We're like capping off our week.
Yeah.
And then before we get into the podcast, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, one thing that I said to Jacques that I thought would be really cool is if we talked about the Roman Empire of the week. There's one thought that like maybe you've been thinking about the whole time, or one thing that you go, oh my gosh, I need to tell Claire or Jacques about this one thing that's happened.
Yeah.
So do you have a Roman Empire of the week? Is there anything that you've been like hyper fixated on?
Yeah.
What is it?
What my truck's going to look like.
When you buy a truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the Porsche that truck is going to buy me.
Oh.
That's literally...
Have you been on Cars Guide a lot this week? Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm a bit of a...
So funny.
I'm a bit of a car sales aficionado. Is that the word for it?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Depends how much you use, I guess.
And I like looking at retro Porsches on car sales.
I think it's like quite earnest that you do that, because you don't like scroll through Instagram or like Facebook or TikTok. I look at Cars Guide or Truck Guide.
Yeah, I scroll through truck sales and car sales. I literally do. Sales. I scroll through truck sales to find the truck I want.
Or real estate sales sometimes.
Yeah, real estate as well. Because I just find like I get more dopamine from like looking at the things that I want instead of like looking at the things that other people have.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. But there's this 76 Porsche that I want.
That sounds
and
very expensive.
Yeah, it is. But that's... And what else? Those are literally all week what I've been thinking about.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Well, I have a story to tell you that I haven't told you yet. I've been saving it for this moment. So I've been thinking about it all week, and I've been thinking about like, maybe did I react the right way? Maybe did I not?
You ever fight?
Well, not really, but I did have a little mini confrontation with a lady at an op shop this week on Tuesday with Hannah.
Yeah.
So Hannah was baby wearing with Olive, obviously. Yeah. My best friend is my daughter's godmother. They are obsessed with each other. So Hannah strapped the baby to herself, and I had Hugh. Hugh was in the pram. He was like playing with things, asking me to get things off the wall for him. If he wasn't sitting in the pram, that shop would have been absolute schmozzle. Like, he would have pulled everything off the cupboard, off the shelves, and I wouldn't have been able to get him out, like, etc. So he was in the pram. This lady came up to me and said, "Excuse me, how old is your child?"
Who, Huey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, in my head, I said, "What do you mean? Why are you asking me this?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Why is that?" And she said, "Oh, it's just that my 8-year-old niece is about the same size as your child.
Yeah.
And she has Down syndrome."
Why? Why? Why would you tell people that?
Yeah, and...
Not that you shouldn't, but, like, why would you?
And she's asking me, basically, my niece is a similar size to your child. What sort of pram is that? Because she's growing out of her pram.
Oh, so you thought it was like, why is your big-ass child, your little man-child, in a pram still?
Yes.
Why isn't your child
walking? He looks
walking?
8.
Yeah, but then she, like...
And then she started showing me pictures of her niece.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like... Why? This is very making me uncomfortable.
I don't think you should have told the lady how about a wheelchair.
Yeah, I know.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You thought that she was having to go at you over here. Because people have been like, how old's your kid?
Yeah, people have done that ever since he was a little boy.
Yeah, and like other kids get confused. Like they think he's playing like an idiot on the playground.
Yeah.
Because he's so silly. But he's a silly 3-year-old.
And like even before he was 3, he was like speech delayed. He would babble.
Yeah.
And little kids would come up to me saying, "He's playing silly with us." And I'm like, "He's 2.
But other parents get it mixed up too.
Yeah.
Like some guy, like we got some dog shit neighbours.
Oh,
and
horrible story.
Huey and his cousin that are like similar ages, they were like, they're toddlers, right?
They were at that time. Yeah, absolutely
Huey
toddlers.
wasn't even 3, and
Noah
But they were throwing rocks over the fence, which they shouldn't have been doing. We admit that. But old mate and his dog shit wife decided that it was a good idea to start yelling at our toddlers over the fence as often as they could.
Yelling at the kids, and then they came to the door
Yeah, but
and started yelling at us. It was horrible.
But first day, old man dog shit, he come to the door with his little mutt and bloody. I'm not talking about his wife, his dog. He come to the door with his dog, and the dog was like nipping at my feet, and he was like, "I didn't have a word with you."
And I'd just given birth. I just had
and
Olive.
Olive had just been born. I was like, "What do you want, mate?" He goes, your kids are throwing rocks over the fences, and I was like, "Yeah, right." And then he was just having a go at me, and I was like, "Bruh, this is the wrong way to talk to me at my front door."
Yeah.
And then I was looking at his dog, telling his dog to shut up, and he's, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Mate, your dog's like biting at my feet. I'm gonna boot it."
Yeah.
And he realised like, oh, I'm at the wrong front door.
Yeah.
But then like since it stopped because Huey doesn't even play with those rocks anymore that are down there. But they just kept he would come inside scared randomly at random times after being down there. Yeah. And I know it was because whatever. We could have just put a camera up, but then we just didn't want to take it any further. And like honestly, things like that happened when I was a kid. People try to run us over with cars and stuff. Like this crazy guy. Yeah, there's like a transformer box on my grandparents' street.
Yeah.
We all used to sit on it and just chill out with our bikes. This guy used to try and run us over when we were sitting on it. Yeah, he used to come up onto the footpath. This crazy.
What?
This crazy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Don't say the C word.
Yeah, but this we would be sitting on it. For some reason, he would hate us being on it because it was outside his house, right? But his fence, whatever. His fence was way past our height.
Oh my god!
But it was on the street. He would come up. He would pull out of his driveway, come up onto the curb, and then floor it on the footpath right in front of us. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Did your parents know?
We told them, but that's just normal shit in the hood.
It's flexing, bro.
We're getting a bit sidetracked, and this will be the last story before we get into the podcast. But there was this time that there were these girls fighting in the park next to Nan's house.
Little Hugh Park.
Yeah, Little Hugh Park. And we were in the big oak tree that's there.
Yeah.
And these girls were fighting. So anyway, one goes to get in her car. The other one comes over to her, starts hooking her in the face in the car, right, while the driver's in the car. Then the chick that's driving the car, while we're in the oak tree watching all of this happen, starts the car, runs it through the chain fencing, straight into the bottom of the oak tree.
Oh my god!
That we're sitting in.
Did she know that you were
trying to kill this chick?
Oh my goodness! Kill her?
Yeah, she was trying to run her over because she's.
Oh my god!
And she busted through the chain fencing, hit the tree, and that's the only reason she didn't get to the chick because the chick ran behind the tree.
Did you?
But this happened like the oak tree's not that high off the ground. It was like a meter below our feet. We watched this car like smash into the tree below us.
Oh my gosh! Who were you with? Like your cousins?
Kyra and Waith, I think.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, it might have been Shaden too. Because I remember when we said that to Dad and Uncle Sam, I'm pretty sure they jumped in the Land Cruiser and went looking for the chick.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Because she ran through the fence and tried to run the chick over, but we were in the tree. They're like, "What? Hold on, let's go have a look for it."
What?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that happened. I think.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
How crazy.
That's not even there. Saw a gun get pulled out on a kid.
Okay, living in the hood.
We'll make
New
that
Zealand
episode.
styles.
I'll leave you hanging with me and a few of my mates watched a guy's uncle, a guy our age, his own uncle, because he was past like his curfew. His own uncle pulled a gun out of his sunroof, pointed it straight at us because his nephew was sitting with us. He goes, "Get the fuck home before I shoot you." It was a real gun.
Oh
Because they were all gang members around there. And we were all like, what? Yeah. I was shitting myself. I was only a little kid.
Of course you were shitting yourself.
Sorry, we're getting into like hood stories from my childhood, even though I wasn't even like a hoodlum.
I don't have any of these stories.
Yes, because you're upper middle Australian or lower middle, I don't know. Middle. Yeah. But we'll make, now that I'm jogging my own memory on the podcast, we'll make an episode about like my literal stories from my childhood, like when I went missing as well.
I love that story.
Yeah, we'll tell all those stories. Okay, so what's our podcast about tonight, babe?
Well, we thought we'd discuss...
I'm thirsty. I'm getting a drink. Do you want a drink?
Yeah.
Just keep chatting.
We thought tonight we'd discuss how we met, the night we met, and maybe like the first year, I guess, and maybe like some, I don't know, our relationship basically. We, Jacques and I met in 2016 in December 2015? December of 2015. So 8 years ago. Yeah. And so we were both celebrating friends' birthdays.
Yeah, so I was out for my mate Bailey's
Yeah.
18th.
Yeah.
And
I was out for a friend of mine's 21st.
yeah. And so, like, normal night, everyone's...
I also should preface, I was 26 at the time.
Yeah.
So I was,
and I was 19.
And everyone at the 21st.
Yeah. And then the club shut down because the sun come up.
Yeah. We were the last one in there. The cleaners had moved in.
Wait, so I'll say how I remember it, and then you say if it's right.
Okay.
I was chasing one of your mates out of the club.
Yeah.
So was her boyfriend, and then so was another girl's boyfriend.
No, the girl's boyfriend who was chasing her out of the club. That was not her boyfriend. That was someone else's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. So it
was her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, so I was chasing old mate out of the club.
Yeah.
Went around the corner. She was necking on with that guy. So I was like, oh, whatever. Went back to the boys at 7-Eleven, and you literally walked out of the 7-Eleven. I was at the bottom of the stairs. You just grabbed me, I think.
Well,
or did I say
no.
you'll do or something? Or you said
Shark. I don't think I remember you saying that, first of all. And I was standing next to you and Cody, and was it Dempsey?
Probably, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was
okay.
Bailey.
I don't know.
Obviously, it was Bailey. And I was standing next to you boys because... Oh, sorry. They all shall not be named because we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
This girl was chasing her ex-boyfriend up and down the mall. And we were standing outside. Back then, it was hot gossip.
Yeah.
Yes, the club that people get shivved at.
Oh.
It was a
bit
rough
sidetracked.
spot. Anyway, so we were standing outside and she was chasing him up and down the mall.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, let's just go. We had an apartment in the city for the night because we were all getting ready together. So all of the girls had already gone back to the apartment and the only spot left was the couch.
Yeah.
Except when
But hold on, you've skipped over when we actually met.
Oh, sorry.
So that's what I was trying to tell everyone about.
Oh.
I was outside the 7-Eleven with Cody, and you walked out.
Oh.
And then we were like, hey. What's going on? And then
I just
you just grabbed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, hello.
And I was like, yeah. I let this thick white girl grab me. Take me.
Jesus Christ.
But
yeah.
and then that's when I was like, let's go swimming because it was hot.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah, so you skipped all of this talking about
I forgot
your
about
old
it.
friends. I was trying to convince Claire to go swimming in South Bank.
Oh,
because it was hot. Like
it was very hot. It was December.
The clubs had just finished.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then that was not what I wanted to do. So then we went back to the apartment that you guys were staying at.
Yeah.
At Q1?
Yeah.
Was it Q1?
Oh, it was just
One of
near
those big
Q1.
name,
Yeah.
Sofitel. Nah. One of those big name bloody apartments. And we were on the balcony, and then I was playing you music.
Yeah, you played me Blind Man.
Yeah, Blind Man by Xavier Omar. That's like our song.
It is our song.
We played
I
that
walked
at a
down
wedding and
the
everything.
song. Yeah, walked down the aisle to that song.
Yeah. And
but the reason we were on the balcony is because there was some massive Tongan dude on the couch.
Yeah, and then you kicked him out.
I did.
Yeah.
I said, bro, time to go. He's like, I'm here with my mate. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, let me just tell him. I was like, no, just get out. He's busy. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
He's preoccupied.
Yeah. And then they left.
He left, yeah.
So then we went and necked on in the bedroom. Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
And then we slept.
Yeah.
And then, like, we didn't... So this is...
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened because... I don't know if... One thing at, like, right at the start of our, like, courtship, I'll call it, is I actually told Claire that I didn't want to have sex with her.
Yeah.
Because I was at a point in my life where I was having sex with girls and then never talking to them again.
Yes.
And I didn't want to do that to Claire because I wanted to keep seeing Claire. But I knew that as much as I liked her, if we had slept together on like the second, third time that we met, I wouldn't have talked to her again. It was just that time.
Charming.
Yeah.
But you were 19 years old, so I understand.
Exactly, yeah.
But I also, I mean, I wasn't being treated like that, so...
What do you mean?
Like... I'm grateful that you decided.
Sleeping with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you decided that you wanted to get to know me first before we got intimate in that way.
Yeah. Okay, so so the hotel, and then you dropped me off back down to Cody's and them's house?
No, I don't think so.
No, that was New Year's, sorry.
Yeah, you got in a cab and you left.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, see you tomorrow, because we were having a double bender that day.
Yeah.
We were going head for head because I don't know what. And then the next night I met someone else. I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah, that's all right.
The next night I met someone else. And then I was talking to you and this other bro.
Yeah.
This other
bro.
This
So
other dude.
He was brown then.
He was obviously brown.
Yeah.
Except, he was like older than me, so I thought he was going to be the more serious
this
option
was the married
for me.
one. The married one. The married one.
Well, yeah, you spoiled the story, but yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out he was married.
Yep.
So, yep.
But
I only found that out later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like we'd gone on a date, like a lunch date.
Oh really?
Yeah, he took me out.
Yeah. You're getting a bit sidetracked, babe.
Sorry. So that was the next night.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Oh, I'll come and meet you out." And I was like, "Okay."
And where was that? At the Normanby?
We went to the Fox.
I wasn't at the Fox.
No, I know.
Oh, I didn't go.
No, you didn't go.
No, because I went straight from meeting you straight down to the pub in Browns Plains.
Yeah.
Because all the boys were already
there. Watching the boxing.
No, Conor McGregor was fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went down and I just kept getting on the piss with one of the bros and his family. Like, slept
That's
like
so
4
funny.
hours. And I was like, fuck, I'll just go see the bro.
That's hilarious. But we were still in contact. Like, we was started talking to each other, and you'd said you wanted to like hang out with me, and the next thing was we'd organized a time to hang out, and then you like texted me, was like, "Oh, hey, I can't actually do it today, I've got to go to work." But I don't think you realized at the time you butt dialed me, and I could just hear you running up and down your stairs because you obviously weren't going to work.
No, I was high as fuck. And I didn't want to see you. And we had to drop one of the boys off to the airport. I think it was Ezra.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was at Bailey's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then, I don't know if we should be naming people, by the way, but whatever.
Like Ashland's Ezra.
Yeah, the boys don't care. And we were like cooked.
Jack.
In the lounge at my house. And it was my day off.
Why would you have organised to see me when you knew you were?
I don't know. I was going to get cooked. I was like, fuck, I'll just get baked.
Oh my god.
And I was like way too high to see you. I just didn't want to.
This is something that we don't do anymore, as in Jack doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, preface that.
So then when do we see each other again?
Well, I think that the next thing that had happened is between us
meeting.
Yep. And then it was Christmas.
Yeah.
You blew me off.
Christmas at the
Christmas. And then between Christmas and New Year's, we'd seen each other at the Normanby.
Yeah.
So my friends and I had driven from the Sunshine Coast where we were for Christmas down to the Normanby for the night because the other guy that I met the day after I met you.
Oh, yeah, there's a story.
He was at the Normanby.
There's a couple.
With all of his friends and his cousins.
Yeah.
And he didn't invite me. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn up.
Oh, it's because you didn't even like me. You just... So can I take it over from here?
Well, so what happened was I arrived looking awesome in my stretchy skirt.
Yep. It had stripes, I'm pretty sure.
No, it didn't. It was just gathered.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, my top was striped. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
actually it was.
It was,
yeah,
wasn't it?
How funny.
And so I was wearing this really cute outfit, and I walked up the stairs at the Normanby, and I saw the dude that I'd been talking to over by the toilets talking to another girl. Oh, what a dude. And he turned to his cousins and was like, oh, no. Because I'd seen him there with another guy, with another girl, and he was meant to be talking to me. But anyway. And so I walked into the next bar and I texted you and I was like, hey, come to the Normanby.
And I was already there.
And you were there.
I was
and
literally
you're like,
downstairs.
You called me and you're like, where are you?
Smoking a dart. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm upstairs. And you came upstairs and we went to the bar and you got me a drink.
Yeah, so I'm going to take over from here.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, right, me and Claire went and got a table upstairs at the bar, Normanby. And the Normanby Hotel, for people who don't have a clue about Brisbane, is just an old hotel that I think it was the first hotel in Brisbane.
I don't
the
know.
oldest or something, whatever.
It turns into a nightclub, basically.
Yeah, well, it's a hotel.
Yeah.
Went upstairs, said hello to Claire, went to the bar to get 2 drinks, right? I was probably gone for like 10 minutes, right? And then got the drinks, like both of them in my hands, turned around, Claire was necking on with another dude.
With the dude from before.
Yeah, hold on. So I've just gone, drunk her drink, then just went, the boys were like right there at another smoking area upstairs. I went in there, I was like, and they're like, what happened? Where's that chick? And I was like, she's in there fucking necking on with someone else. They're like, what the fuck? Then you just like, what? And I was like, yeah, I just bought her a drink. I just sculled it. And then whatever.
Yeah.
So then the night went on, whatever. I went downstairs, you're with some gay dude. That guy that's married.
Same guy.
He turned out to be gay, isn't he?
The same guy I was kissing, yes.
Yeah, so you know how to choose them. Next minute I'll be necking on with some dude. No.
I know, I was going to say, what do you mean by that?
No, but and then after that, I don't know, I didn't see you for the night. We almost got in a fight because one of the boys was being like squared up on from work. We didn't even know he was there.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, like that's one of the boys. Went over there, Braz, you alright? And he's like, because he was pretty hot at the time, he like grabbed me, looked at me, and he's like, oh bro, fucking, like, you know, he grabbed me to like square up on me because he thought he was being snuck up on.
Oh.
And then we like, whatever, didn't get into a fight. Literally straight after that, we're off. So we walked out the front door and you were in that front bar at the front door, and then me and you ended up necking on as well.
Yeah, you kissed me.
Yeah. I don't know why. Even
well,
though
after I had been...
I was obviously drunk.
Yeah. When you went to the bar, so just backtrack for my side of the story.
Yeah.
When you went to the bar and got us the drinks, I turned around and that dude had come up behind me. Let's just call him...
Oh, just whatever. You don't need...
Yeah.
You don't need to go into detail
The
about
dude.
it,
Anyway, he just came up behind me and was like, hey, what are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. And then we started kissing. Anyway. And then we went downstairs to hang out with him and all of his friends. And he was like getting like this with a guy right in front of me and was like stroking this man's back who was very, very obviously gay.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Oh no, I think I knew that dude was gay, and you didn't.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
He had makeup on.
Oh. Maybe he's bi.
Anyway, so he started telling me about like how he couldn't see me anymore because he was seeing everybody. And I was like, what are you actually on about? He's like, I'm actually married. I was like, pardon?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, but you know, I just see everyone. I'm not really with anyone, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't really understand what you're talking about, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like basically the gist was that he was also dating this man that he was scratching.
You're getting, hold on, sorry.
And then everyone else.
You're getting too far into this, dude, babe. We're here to talk about how we met.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're just getting sidetracked.
All I was going to say...
I'm not telling you not to tell your stories, but just pull it back towards us eventually.
Yeah, okay. All I was going to say is after that happened, I found you and was like, sorry, I'm not seeing that guy anymore.
Yeah.
He's actually gay.
Yeah.
And married to a woman.
Yeah. And then we just nicked on and I left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so, yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
But, like, we're already half an hour in and you're talking about a gay boy.
This is a good story.
Yeah.
So after that happened, then there was New Year's, right? So we went out for New Year's. I went out with my girlfriends for New Year's. You were in the valley. I was in the valley.
Yep.
We were at different ends of the mall.
Yep.
Of the strip, and you were like, where are you going? Where are you going? And I didn't tell you for ages because the girls were like, don't tell the boys where we're going. We just want to have a girls' night. And I was like, I'm at this bar.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, nobody goes out to hang out with the same sex. I never went out to bloody... No, actually, there was a couple of times where I went out to dance.
Yeah.
I loved... it was just cool being in the club.
That's cool.
But, like, no, we saw each other before that night, though. During the day, we're at Westfield getting clothes to go out.
Yeah,
and
that's so true. Yeah, you were there too.
So then we met at... Is that what...
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
everyone went to Hot Gossip. I just come straight to you.
That's so
I
cute.
think, yeah.
And, like, I turned around and the girls were like, oh, my God, he's here.
Yeah.
And you were at the bar and you're like, hi.
Is that
And I was like, hey.
like a little doofus.
Yeah. We were making out and then we leant on that door and the door opened up and there was an illegal
Yeah, so
it looked like some sort of...
I don't know if we should be saying this on a podcast.
Oh.
Hold on. So I'm going to go back and bleep out the name of the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I can say it, hey. So we were leaning on this door and the door opened up and it looked like there was an illegal casino.
No, there was a poker table behind the wall.
Behind the wall.
But
underneath this I don't
drunk
even
guy
know.
come out there and he's like, oh, you guys probably shouldn't go in there.
And there was a security guard outside the door. Did you realise that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
He just didn't stop us
He
from
just
kissing
looked
on the
at
wall.
us and was like,
yeah.
Don't do that.
But it was weird. Like, we were literally leaning on the wall and it opened.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, there's a red room and there's, criminal people behind it.
Yeah.
And you know what crims look like. Like, they were, and there was money on the table, money.
Yeah. And, drinks. And
I was like, right, sorry, man.
Sorry. And we're like, sorry.
Yeah. And then, so there wasn't much else to that night. We just...
Yeah.
You were
Well,
wasted.
you came back to my house and we caught the train. You met some of my friends, which was nice. They still, Jess still talks about that night.
Yeah.
How she really liked
train and then we caught the Uber back to your place.
Yeah.
With your parents' your parents' place.
Yeah, they weren't there.
No, they were in France, weren't they?
I don't know. I think they were in Sunny Coast.
Oh, whatever. And then spent the night there. Then what? I think I probably caught the train home.
Yeah.
And then it was just dating after that. Eh?
Yeah, we started dating for a while.
And then, so we were dating for a while and then...
Then we broke up.
No, you broke up with me.
Yeah, I broke up with you.
And I get why. I was a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
You were 26.
And you were in love with me. And I didn't want to break your heart later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again?
You were in love with me.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to break your heart
sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone was basically telling me and that it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Even though it turned, obviously we have a very successful relationship.
It shouldn't have. Well, if it was another 19-year-old, it wouldn't have.
No, that's exactly right.
But you met me.
Yeah, and as you will all understand from the stories of his childhood, Jacques grew up very quickly.
Yeah, well, that's just how it is back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mum and dad, mum and dad breaking up and leaving the house when I was only 14.
Yeah.
Leaving me with my sister, who was a 17-year-old, and then her partner, which was a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
And then one of their cousins, which was a 20-year-old.
Who was the cousin?
Oh, you don't know. One of our cousins. And that, whatever. And I was going to private school during the week.
Yeah.
And then going home,
You just grew up early.
Very quickly.
But that was something that I probably wasn't aware of at the time.
No, because we didn't even know each other.
We were, yeah.
We weren't even talking when we saw each other. We were just pashing. Yeah.
So funny.
What? We saw each other at New Year's, and then we were just dating.
Yeah.
I think our first actual date was when you were finishing work at Parliament one day, and it was Little Singapore in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wore chucks.
Yeah.
And you didn't like them. I just didn't think about it. Like, I was 19. I was just wearing shoes.
Yeah, you just wore like what you had been wearing that day.
Yeah.
And I was dressed up in business wear.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
And it looked a bit funny.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I looked like your mother. That's what I felt like at the time.
True. I've never thought about that.
That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I felt a bit like I felt old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, first date happens. Eventually, we break up. And
first date was awkward as well, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Obviously, we didn't know each other very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also really wanted to know each other, I think.
Yeah.
But I think also, I just want to say our relationship is kind of a testament of the awkward stage is awkward because you are just literally getting to know someone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How awkward is the first conversation you've ever had with literally any person?
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
But awkward stages is just a stage.
Yeah.
It's like my sister is a queen of the awkward stage.
Oh.
She has an awkward stage with literally everybody.
Really?
Oh, all the dudes.
Yeah.
And then like, nah, I didn't feel the connection. Yeah, it sometimes has to grow.
You're getting sidetracked again, babe.
I know.
Well,
it's a podcast.
It's 10 o'clock.
We need to
parents.
chat.
we need to smash this podcast how to get to bed.
Anyway, so that is how we met.
Yeah, and then so let's skip to we broke up. You broke up with me. How did we get back together?
Well, I was at a birthday party down near you, and I was like, oh.
Near me?
Yeah.
Where?
Marina's little girl.
I don't know.
It was down near where you lived.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, I have your jacket. I need to return.
Did you?
Yeah.
And
you were like, keep it. And I was like, oh, I really want to see you.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't really want to.
Yeah. Really? I can't remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, can we please just see each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what?
And you said no.
And
so I had to come back another time with your jacket, with your stupid jacket.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, what savage.
I know.
Did you tell me that you were just up the road from my house?
Yeah, I was like, hey, I'm in your area. She lives
blocks away.
Logan home.
Yeah, blocks away, literally.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's a bit away.
Like on the other side of the highway.
And then so then what?
Because when I broke up,
you've got better recall than me.
Yeah, when I broke up with you, you said to me for the first time that you loved me. And in that moment, I regretted breaking up with you. So then, ever since then, I was trying to get back with you.
Yeah.
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 And then, remember you went to the studio and started to record?
No, let's not talk about cringy shit, please.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Because Jacques just as cringe as I am. But you were recording like a copy, like a redo of the Now song.
Oh, no, we never recorded that.
Well, you started to.
No, we did, and then we got sidetracked and done something way better. And I don't even have any of those.
Yeah, I know, but...
That was at one of the boys' houses, yeah.
Yeah.
How funny, yeah. Did I send it to you or something?
Yeah, you sent it to me on Snapchat.
Oh, so you don't even have it. Because you would still have it if I sent it to you via text message or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, how funny.
Because the night that we met and we exchanged phone numbers, Jacques called my number straight away and it left a voicemail. So I have a voicemail somewhere and it's of us talking on the street and you're like, where do you live? And I'm like, on the north side in the good bit.
The good bit. I'm one of the good ones.
I'm from the posh part of the north side.
How funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, you sent me that.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we just sort of rekindled, I think.
So, yeah, I remember, from what I can remember, you had to do a bit of sucking up. to. I remember you sent me an email or something.
Did I really?
Yeah, about like quoting like Bible verses and shit like that.
That's a bit lame.
I don't know how we got onto like you having to earn it, but I think you called me or something. Like, what do I have to do to?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It would have been a very emotional thing.
Yeah.
Because when
I think what you basically were saying is that you had changed like some of your personality to be with me, like some of the things that
Yeah.
And it still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
That's how you felt.
Yep.
And so yeah, I guess it probably was pretty fair that you felt like I had to redeem myself in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably I broken your trust.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had to rebuild that.
Then you bought me a Harvard hoodie that I still have.
Yeah.
And sent me that email.
I want to see the email.
Oh, I wouldn't even have that email address anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm pretty sure I was just like, okay, this is all right.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that once we decided on each other, it was kind of that's it for me anyway.
Yeah.
It was like we had decided on each other, we committed ourselves to each other, and we took our relationship really seriously. We were each other's best friends.
Yeah.
We still are.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, really, we shouldn't have worked. Like,
yeah, on paper.
Yeah, on paper.
On paper, it probably doesn't.
And it like it got a bit weird when I met your mates and stuff like that because
because you were younger.
People that you used to be friends with, they were like they owned houses and they had a kid and a dog and they were married and like they had good jobs and I was just like, hey, I probably smell like cigarette smoke and I work in a warehouse and I'm 19.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
But I'm a good guy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't like.
But everyone that was in my life really liked you.
But this is the thing is they had to get to like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
they all liked you from the start.
I'll tell you now, if you're like, say, use your sister for example, if she started dating a 19-year-old,
oh yeah,
I wouldn't just be like, oh, we're best mates, yeah, fuck yeah, bro, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, come on, look,
yeah,
Sarah, he's 19. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fine. I knew that.
Yeah.
That I had to, like, kind of just not prove myself because I've never proved myself to anybody.
Yeah.
But like, I just knew that they didn't know me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah. So then what? We got back together.
Yeah, we got back together.
And then we just started dating. Eh?
Yeah, we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got fat together. No, you broke your leg.
I did break my leg.
No, that was later. That was my 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's skip forward to there. So we were just dating.
Yeah.
Going
we went
to
to New Zealand together.
Yeah, so then we went to New Zealand.
Yeah. For
my 21st. That was the first time you've ever been home.
Yeah. And first time I met your sister and your dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because you met Mum here.
I met your mum here, but
my
your
grandparents
sister
come over.
Your nan did.
Yeah, Nan did. And you met her.
Remember when that time that your papa just left and didn't come back?
That's
and your
right.
Nan
Yeah, he was like, I'm fucking sick here. To my Nan, and then so like I call my grandfather Papa, and on my mum's side, and my grandmother Nan. We all do. Yeah, he got sick of her and just left.
Yeah.
And then
that's when I met Nan. And she said to me, this is the funniest thing. She said to me when she was leaving, I might never see you again.
Yeah, I know.
Bye.
She knew what it was, that's why.
I was like, oh,
she used to, when I went back home, she used to like clean my bedroom and stuff.
Jack, I don't need to know this.
Just imagine what she was finding.
No.
All over the floor.
Yuck.
That's why she was like,
poor grandmother.
I know my grandson, you know, he'll do as he pleases. Yeah. So then you met Nan. So then went home for my 21st.
Yeah.
That's when you met my sister, my brother-in-law.
Yeah, that was fun.
Both my sisters, actually.
Yeah.
Was that my 21st?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. When did you meet Candace?
Yeah, then.
My
We were
21st?
setting up like
That's right. Yeah, true.
all of the stuff
So you
together.
met both my sisters,
They were
basically
laughing
all my family.
at how like cold I was
Oh yeah,
in the empty hall.
And it's funny because Claire is literally a day older than my older sister. I've got two older sisters. I'm the youngest. One of them's 3 years older than me, and then Claire's the 24th of January 1989. My oldest sister's the 25th of January 1989. So I don't know. I haven't even talked to her about that, but I couldn't. I could probably imagine that when she found out, she would have been like, "Oh, that's weird. That this girl's my age, but she's dating my little brother."
Little brother.
Yeah.
Let's not make it weird.
Yeah. So then we had my 21st. That was crazy. Smashed my yardie. We do a yard glass for our 21st back home. I don't know if Aussies do that. I smashed it. I swear someone put cocaine or something in that.
Jacques.
Because that should have knocked me right out. But I drank that. And
you really think that someone did?
I was charging, babe, after that. I was like, let's fucking go.
Oh my goodness.
But it should have wasted me. Because we had dinner before we drank.
Yeah.
And then I had the yardie. I spewed most of it out.
Yeah.
But I was charging after that. I went all night. Look, we only stopped because the sun come up.
It's funny. What do you call it when people give you money?
Oh, I don't know.
Koha?
That's not really a koha, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
When we went back to your
the
house.
money fountain thing.
Yeah, and like we went through all the birthday
birthday
cards and stuff. There was money in there, and Jacques was like rolling in the money, like and we've got this photo of you being like, oh my
Have you
God.
really?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you still got it?
Yeah.
I've never seen this photo.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'll put it in here. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I really don't.
We'll show you if we can find it.
Yeah. Okay, so my 21st happened, and we're just going over how we met. So we're not really diving right into our marriage.
Yeah.
That might just be a later episode.
Yeah.
I want to come up with something more interesting for the third episode. But so 21st happened.
We'd moved in together by then already, and I think we were about to get our own house.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we were living with your parents.
Yeah, we were living in the flat under their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was the best. Which we should have saved for a house.
We should have just stayed there and saved our money, but we didn't.
We've been crap with our money the whole time we've been together.
That's right. We're on the right path now. We
if
give it money to someone else.
Like, I know it looks like our house is nice, but this is all the furniture we have.
Stop it.
Over there, it's just an empty room and like a little sad little swing that the kids play on.
What?
We're actually very poor.
He's joking.
No, I'm joking. But come on, let's get back to the story.
So basically, we then moved in together. We went through lots of ups and downs. We got engaged in 2018.
Yep.
We got married in 2019.
Yep.
We had our first baby in 2020.
Yep.
Our second baby in 2023.
There's more to how we met than that, though.
That is how we met. That was the story of how we met, which is what we said we would do.
But we had a... Yeah, okay, I get you. So you're really separating, like, our... Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
If we wanted to go into our whole relationship, we'd be here for a lot longer.
Yeah.
And we've only got another 10 minutes on this SIM card, on this storage card. Yeah. So I thought maybe we should just...
Yeah, it's literally almost finished.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't feel like that was any good, to be honest with you.
No, this is a great episode.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't doubt yourself.
No, I'm not. I think I had it planned differently in my head.
Well, there you go.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Are we done? We're done that episode.
That's our second episode. We're really grateful for the response on the first episode, guys. Thank you so much for the amazing comments. Like, it is so lovely to see your comments and see I've got a few new of the Cross Family Trucking crew on my Instagram. And I'm sure there's some of my Instagram people crossing over to the Trucking Family
Probably
page
not.
as well.
Probably
Maybe not. Who knows? But we're really grateful for the response so far. So thank you guys for enjoying this with us. And we'll see you on the next one. If you want to know any more details of how we met or our relationship, can you put some comments in the bottom of this one, and we'll both jump in and answer your questions.
All right.
Yeah. And if you have any suggestions for topics for our next podcast, please let us know, even though sounds like you want to do something specific.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like we'll just spice up a bit. Because we could spend the next 10 episodes talking about
our lives.
Our perfect little marriage and falling in love, but fuck that. We're not going to do that.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first couple of episodes was just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And, yeah, if you want to do that some more, let us know. But, yeah, any suggestions for topics, please let us know.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. High five.
High five.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys.